I'm joined now by John David Jackson, former boxer, current trainer. You've had a good list of boxers that you've trained right now. Sergey Kovalev, who's about to fight Nadjib Mohammedi this Saturday. Tell me, what, if anything, can Mohammedi bring to this fight to give any problems to Kovalev?
His style is unconventional. You never know where he's going to punch from, what angle. So the uncertainty of how he's going to punch is his biggest attribute. He's a big underdog, and rightfully so, because Sergey is one of the best fighters in the world today. But you know, there's always a chance of an upset, so it makes Sergey train harder, and camp is good because there's always a possibility that this kid might be able to pull off an upset. But his style-wise, it's just unconventional, and that's his biggest asset.
It's quite herky-jerky when you watch him.
Yes.
And I think that might be where patience comes into play. Kovalev talked about after the Hopkins fight, that's when he learned to be patient, to take it all in.
Yes.
Talk about how that will play a role in this.
Well, in this fight, it's going to play a big role because he has to be patient. He has to dissect his opponent, break him down slowly. You know, if the knockout comes early, that's great. But with this particular opponent, you have to dissect him. You know, use the jab, walk him down, feint him, set him up for certain shots. And as long as he does that, it'll be an easy night for him because Mohammedi is all over the place. So once you feint him and he falls for that feint, then you capitalize on it. So Sergey has to be patient. And you know, the victory will come, whether it be early knockout or late, we don't know, but he will get him.
And you think it will be by knockout because he says he's not looking for the knockout.
Yeah.
He'd like it if it happens. Everybody says that, right?
Yes, yeah. You know, listen, you know, Sergey, that's what he does best. He knocks you out. So with this fight here, this kid he earned his position to be #1, but he's in a different league now. Fighting Sergey. Sergey's a tremendous puncher, tremendous punching power. And I don't think this kid's ready for that. And once he gets hit by Sergey, whatever game plan he has, trust me, it's going out the window. And then it's survival mode. And then he starts trying to survive. Then we cut the ring off. And you know, whatever angle he gives you, cut the ring off, and then you get punching position. And then you know, you hit him in his arm, hit him everywhere. Don't look for the head, hit him in his arms and his body. And about 4 or 5 rounds, he's ready to go.
He likes to hit the body, huh?
Yes.
When you've talked about your role as a trainer, you've said you like to accentuate their good points, take away their bad points.
Yes.
Are there any that Kovalev has anything that's bad?
We worked on pretty much everything. You know, when I first got with Sergey, he was mainly just a headhunter. He didn't go to the body, he didn't believe in it. And so I told him, well, the way you punch, and your punching power is so great. If you go to the body, it makes your fights a whole lot easier for you. The knockout's going to be even more spectacular because now the guy's hands have come down. So the chin's wide open for you. So it took him a while to believe in that. Like 3 fights, he really believed in it. He said, John, now I see what you're talking about. So now he's a tremendous body puncher. And he's not just the body, but the arms, forearms, wherever. I said, hit him anywhere, it's going to hurt. And after a few rounds, that oxygen no longer goes to the arms. They're in trouble. The hands come down and chin's wide open. So he, you know, in the beginning, he was mainly just a headhunter. And that's all he believed in. But now he's an overall attack. I mean, the attack mode is overall, it just touches everywhere.
Kill the body and the head will fall.
Yes, ma'am.
When you watch him, do you get a feeling that you're seeing something special?
After the first fight that we worked together with Darnell Boone, it was a rematch. He had a draw the first fight. You know, and he and I weren't really on good terms. Because the first camp was rough because he wasn't really listening. He didn't know me, so he didn't really believe. And so after the fight, I'm walking back to the hallway with my assistant, and I said, listen, I said, remember all that stuff I was talking about before the fight, dropping this kid? He's gonna be special, forget all that. We're gonna stick with him, and what, you know, because he was rough in the beginning, but once we learned each other, it was great. But I said, listen, this kid is something special. He's gonna be world champion, so whatever we have to go through in the beginning, let's go through it.
Anything I did not ask you that you want maybe the casual boxing fan out there to know about him?
Just, you know, if you get a chance to watch Sergey on TV, please watch him. He's something special. You know, fighters like him, they don't come around often because the punching power. When you look at Sergey, he doesn't look overwhelmingly strong or imposing. You say, it's just a nice guy. You know, not anything real special about his punching power. But once he's in the ring, he just transforms, and the power is so unreal. I mean, I've held mitts for a lot of good punchers, but he's something special. So for the average fan, I say, watch him. Take a chance and just look at him. And you're going to see a special fighter. You know, it takes time to get to superstar status, but he's almost on the cusp of that now, becoming that superstar fighter. And he's definitely a special fighter to watch.
Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. My pleasure.